We were dealing with the Tiger King and we had seen what was the prophecy made by the astrologer. How did the king try to prove it wrong? Right? And what all things he kept on doing in order to prove the prophecy wrong, in order to prove the foretold things as wrong. So we've seen how he got married to a girl. That was the matrimonial alliance that he had made, that he would get married to a girl whose state would be rich in population of tiger. And we've also seen that he had succeeded in killing 99 tigers. Now at this point, when he's only remaining with the 100th tiger to be killed, right? So this is anxiety. He wants to do it quickly, right? So that he is able to achieve his target, and he wants to prove to the astrologer that whatever he has predicted, the Tiger King was able to prove it wrong. Okay. So now, but the search for the 100th tiger was really difficult. They were not able to get this 100th tiger. They kept on trying and trying and trying, but the 100th tiger was seen nowhere. And suddenly, from somewhere, the news came that the sheep of that village have started disappearing. Yes. And this message reached to the Tiger King, and he was very happy. Everybody was happy. Why? Because who else other than the tiger would be taking away the sheep, they thought. So in that happiness, in that excitement of getting the news, what did the Tiger King do? The Tiger King decided and announced that the 3 years tax would be exempted for that place where the tiger was found. Right? So now they were exempted from tax for 3 years, and then everybody started searching for that tiger. But again, they could not trace the tiger. They were unable to get the tiger. So the king became very angry. He was very upset and he was very angry because he was getting delayed in achieving his target. So what did he do? He, in his anger, he announced that the place, that town, would be taxed double. Remember, earlier he said that the 3 years tax would be exempted, and now because he was not able to get that 100th tiger, he announced that a double tax to be levied on the people of that town. Listening to this, the Diwan was scared. The Diwan was very scared. He was upset. Why? Because of this, there was all possibility that the kingdom would be taken under the National Congress. Okay. So he thought, what can be done so that the king's target gets completed? And then he remembered that somewhere he had heard that the People's Park in Madras had a tiger. So he planned to get that tiger from Madras to his state, where the king could hunt the tiger and his target would get completed and the state would be saved, would be protected. So the Diwan along with his wife, they go to Madras and they bring that tiger to the state. Right? Now, he himself, Diwan himself, takes the tiger to the jungle and he says to the king that the tiger is found, you can just come and shoot the tiger, hunt the tiger. So the tiger is very happy. He comes and he sees the tiger and he shoots the tiger. Very happily, full of excitement, thrill. Why? Because the tiger king feels that he has achieved his target. He has been successful in proving the astrologer wrong. So, with all happiness, he is returning back to his kingdom. But before going, he tells the other people, the hunters and the ministers who all were present there at the shooting point, he tells them to get the dead body of the tiger to his kingdom. So the king goes, and when these people, the hunters and other people, when they come close to the tiger, what did they see? They saw the tiger is alive. Yes, the tiger was alive. He kept looking at the people around him. This means that the aim was lost. The king missed his aim. And the tiger only felt unconscious because of the sound of the bullet. Now at this point, I remember in our 10th class, we did one chapter, Mrs. Packletite's Tiger. Yes, I hope you all remember that chapter. Okay. So in that also we see how Mrs. Packletite had planned for tiger shooting. And she was also unsuccessful the same way as the tiger king. Okay. So here again we see these hunters and the ministers, they were scared that if the tiger king comes to know that the tiger was not dead, the king would get angry and he would kill them all. So what to be done? And then they decided to kill the tiger themselves and take the dead body to the state, to the kingdom. And king was happy, thinking he has killed 100 tigers. But the reality was the 100 tiger was not killed by the king. Rather, it was killed by the hunters, the other people. So now, the king is seen in his palace, and then it is shown that all these years, the king was so busy. The king was so busy trying to achieve his target of killing tigers that he did not pay attention towards his state, towards his kingdom. He had a son of 3 years and he was celebrating his birthday, a third birthday, and never before this he had ever spent time with his prince crown. So he decided to spend some time with his son. And because it was his third birthday, he thought of buying a present for him, buying a gift for him. So he goes to the market, to a toy shop, and but he doesn't find anything interesting over there. So the moment he was supposed to come out of the shop, he saw a wooden tiger. Right? He saw a wooden tiger and he liked it. So he asked the shopkeeper what was the price of this tiger. In reality, the price of the tiger was just 2 annas and a quarter. Right? But the shopkeeper felt, if I tell such a low price, maybe the king would feel offended. And he would punish me. I am the king, and how dare you to tell me such, to show me such a cheap price. prized toy. So what did he do? He increased the value of the toy. And he said, Your Majesty, the cost of the toy is 300 rupees. The king was happy to see that and he took it. And meanwhile, when the king was buying, the shopkeeper praised the toy a lot. He said it was made by very skilled craftsmen, and that's the reason why the price is so high. So the king takes that toy tiger, and gives it to his son. They both, father and the son, that is the Tiger King and his son, they both play with it. They are happy. So while playing, because the real price of the toy was very less, which itself shows that it was not that good quality. Right? It was not built by such skilled craftsmen. So there were some pieces of wood coming out. The surface was not plain, not smooth, but it was rough. So while playing, one of the wooden piece, it pricks into the finger of the king. So the king just removes it and throws it in, again he starts playing. He overlooks it. But within 1 or 2 days, the wound starts getting serious. Right? It starts getting infectious. All the pus and everything is filled in there. And slowly the poison spreads towards his arms. So the surgeons, the doctors, 3 surgeons were called from Madras for the treatment or the surgery of the king. Now all these 3 surgeons, they are operating on the king, and finally when they come out of the room, they say the operation was successful, the king is dead. Now just let me know, does it ever happen that the patient is dead and the doctor says that the operation was successful? How was the operation successful? If the patient had died, that's not possible. But still, that's the irony. Right? What the surgeons declare. That is the irony of the thing. And here the author says, the writer wants to say that the 100th tiger has taken its revenge. Though it was not a real tiger, but the revenge was taken through a wooden tiger. And the cause of the death of the Tiger King was tiger. This also shows us that the prophecy of the astrologer comes true. The astrologer had already said that the king will die and the reason for his death will be a tiger. So what if not a real tiger, but it was again a wooden tiger, which was the reason for the death of the Tiger King. And that's how the chapter gets over. The lesson ends here. Now, talking about, again, when in the beginning I told that the theme of the lesson is death is inevitable and a man in power is ruthless towards wildlife. After reading the entire lesson, we come to know that the king was surrounded by unfaithful people. Right? First to deal with was the Diwan. Right? Diwan was not faithful. He did not tell him that the tigers in our state are over, we don't have any more tigers. But rather, what did he do? In the night, he went to Madras and he brought a tiger from the park. Okay. The second unfaithful person around him was the shopkeeper. Had it been that the shopkeeper would have told him the truth, maybe the king would not have died. But he did not tell the truth. He praised the toy a lot, which in turn became the reason of the death of the Tiger King. The next one is the doctors. They are also very unfaithful. Why? Because they could not treat the Tiger King. They could not save the life of the Tiger King, yet they declared that the operation was successful. So, we see that the king was surrounded by a lot many unfaithful people in his kingdom around him. Now, coming to the most important question of the chapter that could come in exam, from exam point of view, can be the character sketch of a Tiger King. Now, when we talk about the character sketch of Tiger King, we can deal with few points, right? Brave. Why? Because he had that courage. He was brave to kill 100 tigers, to hunt 100 tigers. Yet coward. Why? Because he did not accept that he would die. Die because of something. So he was afraid of dying. Second thing we can say was, he was selfish. Selfish? Yes, he was selfish. Why do we call him selfish? Because he did not think about others. He only thought about himself. You remember, he got married to a girl. Not because he just wanted to get married, but he got married to a girl whose state was rich in tigers. So that matrimonial alliance was made out of some requirement. So that shows his selfish nature. Right? Third, we can say he was foolish yet wise. Foolish yet wise. Why foolish? Why do you think the Tiger King is said to be foolish? Yes. You remember the incident of him sending 50 diamond rings to the king, to the wife of the British officer? Yes. Now, and he had to pay a bill of 3 lakh rupees. So that bill of 3 lakh rupees, he was foolish. But in order to save his state from the Britishers, he acted wisely by sending diamond rings to the wife of the British officer. Next, we can say he was impulsive. Impulsive, rash decision making. Without giving a thought, he would make decisions. So here we can take an example of the incident, like when the tiger was spotted, not spotted actually, but when they heard that the ships have been started disappearing, and at that time, what did he announce? He announced that that place would be exempted of taxes for 3 years. And when he did not get the tiger, immediately he changed his decision, and what did he announce? He announced the place to be taxed down. So this is what? This is impulsive decision making. Right? You don't give a thought, you don't think before taking any decision. Next one can be ruthless. Ruthless, as we have seen earlier also in the beginning of the chapter, that this is the theme. anything. And here he was ruthless towards the tigers. Right? Sixth one we can say irresponsible. Now why do I say that the Tiger King was irresponsible? He was irresponsible because from the time he had decided to achieve his target of killing 100 tigers, he simply overlooked, ignored his state. He did not think about his child. Nothing. He was only focused towards his target of killing 100 tigers. So this shows his irresponsible behavior towards other things. This is how you can connect irresponsible and selfish. You only think about yourself and about nothing else. So this character sketch of a Tiger King is really very important from exam point of view. So I would like you to take note of all these 6 points and you have to explain them. In the exam you just cannot write these 6 points and think you'll be getting marks. No. You need to explain each of the point. So this question may come in the exam for 6 marks, the long question answer, right? Wherein you would be writing the answer beginning with the name of the chapter, the writer, author, and you should always remember the names of all the chapters along with their authors, names of the poems along with their poets. Because in the exam, you may be asked questions related to these 2 things. So, while writing these, you need to explain them, elaborate these points, and that will fetch you good marks. So that's all for this chapter. Till then, we meet in the next video. Keep reading, keep practicing. Bye-bye.